engines. This is the Women's Motorsports Network. From dirt track nights to the bright race lights, from the garage to victory lane. Women are rising, chasing the dream, with horsepower running through their veins. Women's Motorsports Network. Hear those engines roar. Stories of courage, speed, and heart, like you've never heard before. Fuel her future, fuel her dreams. Every lap we celebrate. Women's Motorsports Network. Let's hit the track. Let's hit the track. Women's Motorsports Network. Connecting and celebrating women in motorsports. One story at a time.
Have you heard about Freedom Race Lifts yet? Their chief engineer and owner, Josh Rodewald, developed battery-operated vehicle lifts and jacks with no dangerous hydraulics, which can fail at any moment, making it safer to get your car off the ground. They're also portable, which makes lifting so much easier and faster. It's the most important tool in the shop. Developed by racers for racers. There's no cords, no hoses, no hassle. It's just safer, smarter, reliable lifting power. The official race car lifts of IMCA. Visit freedomracelifts.com today. Use coupon code Melinda at checkout for a special discount. Freedom Race Lifts, saving lives one lift at a time. Are you looking for the perfect gift for the dog lover in your life? At Pit Crew Creations, we have unique dog-themed items including journals, scrapbooks, magnets, keychains, collars, leashes, and home decor that celebrate the love between people and their pups. We also offer special bundles that combine several items into one thoughtful gift set. Browse the shop today at pitcrewcreationsshop.etsy.com. That's pitcrewcreationsshop.etsy.com. And find us on Facebook at Pit Crew Creations. Hello, everyone. This is Melinda Russell with the Women's Motorsports Network podcast. And my guest today is Katlyn Calhoun. Katlyn comes to us from the sunny state of Florida. So, Katlyn, I want to welcome you to the show. And would you first tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hi, it is so great to be here. I'm 17. I started racing in 2017. I started off in quarter midgets. We went to the track one day, New Smyrna Speedway, to watch the big cars, and they had the quarter midgets in the bleachers, and I sat in one, fell in love with it. We went to a event after called a Arrive and Drive, where I can sit and drive the car for a couple laps and see if I like it, and I loved it. So I fell in love with the sport, and then we started building my 600 micro dirt sprint car in mid to late 2023. My first race was March 2024, and we decided that summer it would be best to fully retire the quarter midgets and focus on the bigger car. And then in the end of 2024, I was offered a full ride in a Anubis Motorsports 360 sprint car.
Pretty exciting.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So let's back up just for a second. About Katlyn. Do you have brothers, sisters, pets, anything like that?
I have 2 older sisters and 1 cat.
Okay. All right. And you live in Deltona, Florida, so I'm sure the weather is hot. And is it muggy there? Humid?
It's very humid. It's been very rainy recently.
Yeah. But still, Florida's a good state to live in, sunny and most of the time, even though I do think it rains almost every day somewhere in Florida, but
it does.
It does. So,
oftentimes in Deltona.
Yeah. So, dirt sprint car. How did you and your dad build it? Did you buy one and then you fixed it up? How did you get your first car?
So we bought one off of Neil Potter at Potter Motorsports. And we built it in his race shop together. And then just, we've been figuring out the flaws and gremlins until I flipped it and I got a new car.
That's not a good thing to do, is it?
No.
No. And were you okay after you flipped it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I rode the wall for a couple seconds and then my left rear hit the dirt and it threw me about 20 feet into the air. And I just came crushing down on the nose of the car. All my CTs and stuff came back there though. So we
That's
rebuilt a new car as quick as we could and got back on the track.
okay. So do you race two different things?
I do. I run
Oh,
a 600 micro sprint car and then a winged 360 sprint car.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. You ran a couple things. So, which one do you like the best?
Oh, that's a rough question.
Are they so different that they each have their goods and bads?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The 600 I'm a lot more comfortable with, while the 360 I'm still trying to figure out the comfortability and getting more and more competitive with it.
Okay. So do you race both of those at the same track?
No. I race the micro at the bull ring. We are planning on venturing out a little bit at some
Okay.
point.
All
And
right.
then with the 360, we race Alltech up in North Florida. We race Volusia Speedway Park and Hendry
Yeah.
Motorsports Park.
Okay. Okay. So do you have the same number for both? What are your numbers?
I do. My number is 68C.
And how did you come up with that number?
When I got into the micros, we couldn't figure out what number I wanted to do. So we went to my sponsor, my main sponsor, being Central Florida Forklift Supply, and asked them what they thought my number should be. And they went for 68C because it's a lucky number for
Okay.
them.
Okay. Good reason to choose that. And what color are they? Are they different colors?
They are different colors, but I am planning on getting them the same color once we can get the 360 wrapped.
Okay.
So right now it's like a black turquoise and a hot pink.
Okay. All right. What's your favorite thing about going to the racetrack? Because you're in Florida, you're right by the beach. You could be going to the beach every day, but you go to the racetrack and race two different cars. Why is that?
Because it's my life. Racing isn't a hobby. It's a way of life. At least for me and my family. My
Yeah.
favorite part about going to the track is probably being able to spend so much time and build relationships and friendships and just be where I'm comfortable.
Yeah. Are there a lot of other girls that race against you?
There's a couple. I know there's Cheyenne Potter and Autumn Christ, who are both on the same team as me in the 360. And there's Paige Moss and a couple others.
Okay. And are you girls pretty competitive on the track and then friends off, or
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's what girls usually are. They're usually competitive on the track and friends off. That works pretty well, doesn't it?
Oh, it does.
Yeah. So, what was the hardest thing to learn going from quarter midgets to the micro sprint?
Trusting the car. Trusting the car to let the rear slide out and
Okay. And how long did that take till you got comfortable with it?
a couple races ago.
Yeah.
When we got the new car, we got the setup on it. We've been doing adjustments as the track allows, and it's just taken me a minute mentally from going 6, 7, 8 years on asphalt to dirt to trust the car that it's not going to spin. Because on asphalt, you want it to stick.
Yeah.
Or dirt, you need it to slide out or it's not going to go anywhere.
Right. Right. And that's such a big difference. I mean, people would be like, "Oh, it doesn't sound like that big a deal. It's, it's a circle, you're turning left." Well, okay. But
You gotta go right to go left.
Exactly. And so asphalt is one thing, but dirt, there's a lot of technical things that you have to learn to do to
Yeah,
slide and everything. So, um, do you like racing dirt, or would you like to go back to asphalt?
I love dirt. I don't think I could go back to asphalt on my own
Yeah.
unless
What's
it's
what's
like an asphalt sprint car. Then I'm down for that.
okay? What's the thing you like most about driving on dirt?
You have to drive the car. There's more experience that you're getting driving a car than there is with asphalt. From what I know from asphalt, it might be completely different in bigger cars. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Where quarter midgets, you just pretty much held the wheel and there was no fighting the turns
Mhm.
or actually.
Yeah. And dirt, you have a lot more control, I think, over where it goes and the sliding of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, who helps you with your cars? You got 2 cars.
So it's mostly me and my dad. But recently I've had Mike Lease helping me with what we can do setup wise and my own driving to help me get better. And my dad he does a lot of the maintenance stuff with the big car. He does the valves, which is a very, very big thing with keeping the motors happy. While
Mhm.
I'll do the injection, the torsion bars, all the other maintenance stuff like that.
Okay. So, your dad's taught you how to do all that?
Yes.
Yeah. And when you were on the quarter midgets, did your dad pretty much take care of everything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was too young and didn't have much interest in working on them.
Yeah.
But once we started building the micro, I was like, oh, this is really fun. I want to
y-
learn all of this.
Yeah. That's good because the more you know about your car, the better you can tell them what it needs to do to be better.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. So, do you think that motorsports is a good sport for a girl to be involved in?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
And why would that be?
Because it's being a male dominated sport, it's better for the sport itself to have the women in it to make it better. Where there could be a little girl in the stands and all she sees is the men, and then there's that one girl that gets out of the car, and that's like her inspiration to want to get into the motorsports.
Yeah, absolutely. If she can see somebody else doing it that looks like her, then she's more likely to be interested.
Right.
Yeah. So, when you first started though in quarter midgets, did you see little girls and is that kind of what really gave you the inspiration?
Yes, there were a couple. I don't remember their names that much
Okay.
anymore, but Cheyenne
Okay.
Potter, Kaylin Kinley, Taylor Watson, a couple others.
Okay. Yeah, because it's important to see other girls to know that it's something that everybody can do,
Right.
right? So, when you're at the track, what's your day look like? Like, do you try to get everything ready the day before? Your dad takes care of that. What's your typical race day or race weekend look like?
So we try our best to have the cars ready and loaded the night before. Like throughout the week, I'll work on them and get them ready, body on them, and we'll load up. Typically the night before. Some days we have to do it the day or the morning of, and then we try our best to just sit and relax until we're at the track. And then I do basic stuff like nut and bolting, wiping the car down, and just basic stuff like that.
Everything to just get it ready.
Right.
Now, are you nervous before you get into the car? Do you have those butterflies every time you get in, or have those gone away?
I get the butterflies every time.
Yeah.
Mostly sitting in the grid, strapped in, just waiting to be allowed on the track.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Would you rather start from the front, the middle, or the back?
It depends on which car. in
Okay.
which class, because in the micro, I run two different classes.
Okay.
I run a stock class and a non-stock class or an A class.
Okay.
And in the A class, I would much prefer being in the middle of the pack, while in the stock class, I would prefer to be more in the front of the pack,
Okay.
since
All
there's a
right.
different level of drivers there
Okay. That's what I was going to ask you. And why is that? So there's more experienced drivers in
in
the
the A
one
class.
in the A class. Yeah. Huh. That's interesting. And then what about your other car? Front, middle, or back?
I've been liking the back.
Yeah. You like to pass?
I, yeah,
Yeah.
I've just been trying to get more comfortable with driving, learn throttle control, and just overall get better. So the back has been the best for me because I'm able to
Okay.
get racy with a couple others, but not overdoing it and overwhelming myself.
Okay. Yeah. So, if you had a little girl come up to you and her mother said she wants to be just like you, what would be some things that you could tell that mother that you've learned or grown somehow by being involved in motorsports?
Don't give up. That is the biggest thing, and we watch people all the time that get into it. They have some issues and gremlins in the cars, or their driver doesn't have the experience for some stuff, and they give up. I There was one moment when we were ready to give up racing, and our friend Neil Potter told my dad, "Don't give up. Work with her. Work with your driver. Get her comfortable." And we can thank Neil Potter for where we are now.
That's nice. He's going to be glad to hear that, isn't he?
Oh, he is.
You know, the thing is, everybody has a bad day if you're a race car driver
Oh,
because you're
yeah.
going to lose more than you're going to win. So, you know, on those days that things go bad, you just have to suck it up and be like, okay, this is only one day and one race.
Right.
How do you kind of handle it yourself? Like if you've had a bad day?
I'm really good at beating myself up when I have a bad race or a bad day. So I try not to get into my head too much,
Hmm.
and I'll do all the maintenance stuff on the car and pretty much learn from my bad days
Yeah.
for the next race.
Yeah. You know, that's kind of a, people hear me say this all the time that listen to the podcast, but life lessons. I love that motorsports teaches life lessons,
Yeah.
disappointment, overcoming adversity, you know, finances, all kinds of things that most people don't think about that motorsports teaches, especially a younger person
Right.
that, and especially, you know, when you start something, just because it's hard doesn't mean you should give up. You need to work at it. And
Right.
not to say you couldn't ever give up. You know, sometimes things just don't work out. But
Yeah.
you've got to at least give it a chance, right?
Right.
Right. So, how do you use social media, Caitlin? Do you have a Facebook page, Instagram? Where are you on social media?
I have a Facebook, Instagram, and a TikTok page that I mostly post on. I have a Snapchat, but that's more of a personal thing. I don't
Yeah.
really do much on there.
Okay. I think TikTok's a great platform for racing because
Yes.
short little clips of you racing your car can get people interested in
Right.
you and in your car. And, you know, I've had people say, oh, TikTok, you know, because it was in the news and it's owned by the Chinese and all this stuff. Well, if you're a race car driver, I think that TikTok's great because of what I said. You can post little videos of your car and of you driving, and that might get somebody interested, you know, in being a race car driver themselves. So I love TikTok. Is it
I've
Kate? Is
learned
it just your name, or how do we find you?
So my TikTok and Instagram are both Katlyn Calhoun Racing 68C, while my Facebook is Katlyn Calhoun Racing.
Okay. All right. So easy to find you on there. And do you do
Yeah,
most of the posting yourself?
I do. I handle all my social media.
Okay. All right. So how does your mom feel about her daughter being a race car driver?
She loves it.
Okay.
She has been one of my biggest supporters so far,
Okay.
and
All
I
right.
love her.
And you're the youngest in your family?
I am.
Okay. So, um, how does she support you? Like she encourages you, she fixes the food for the track. What does she do to help?
She does a lot of the food for the track. She encourages me to not give up and to keep pushing me and myself to get better.
Yeah.
And she's at the track every race, supporting. She's one of the best. She's the best mom I could ever ask for.
Oh, that's nice. I'm glad to hear you say that. So do you have other people then that help you on race day, or is it pretty much just your dad?
So Neil Potter helps us a lot. We have There's Neil Potter. There's a couple people at the track that if we ever need help, we can ask them, and they would be happy to help.
Okay.
And Mike Leese has been a big one as a driver coach and helping us learn more with setup.
Okay. So do you have sponsors for your car?
I do.
Okay.
There's Steve Stone, Anubis Motorsports, Kevin Martin and Tian at Central Florida Forklift Supply, Potter Motorsports, Real Kids, Real Racing, EMS Fabrication and Restoration, Exquisite Pool and Spa, HJ Constructs Corp, Wix Filters, SS Skateworks, JC Custom Team Machining, The All Rising, My Amazing Parents, and Mike Lease.
Okay. You got a lot of good sponsors there to help.
I do, and I'm very thankful for all of them.
Yeah. You can't do it on your own. I mean, that's just so hard. And
You
it's
can't.
good advertising for them, especially to be on the car of a girl, because in my experience, sometimes the girls get a little bit more attention from the PA guy or whatever. And, if there's 10 boys and one girl, then the crowd's going to be interested to see how does that girl do, right?
Right.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So, do you have a track that you would really like to race on at some point?
I would really like to go to Eldora.
Oh, that's a great place to go. You should do it.
Even even if it's not on the track, I would still love to be there and watch and experience it.
Yeah. Well, the King's Royal would be one of the top events to go to there. They have some other really good ones too, but I've been there and it's a great track, and so I would encourage you to go there for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
So how far away is are the tracks that you go to now?
So for the little car, or not little, but the smaller car, it's about an hour and a half drive. For Volusia, it's 30 minutes, I believe. And then for Hendry, it's a 3.5, 4 hour drive.
Oh wow. Yeah. That's a lot. That's a lot of driving, especially with gas the way it is and everything. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So when is your next race?
We're not quite sure yet. We're thinking about doing a race at Alltech on the 20th of this
Okay.
month, and then I believe August 19th
Okay. All right. So you got time in
at
between.
Volusia.
So you have time in between to work on your car or do whatever you have to do in between, and not
Yeah.
racing every weekend. Then you don't get burnt out either. Cause I know some kids that race Friday night and Saturday night and every weekend. And, that's great. If that's what you want to do, I'm all for it. But everybody can't do that. Sometimes you got to take a little break in between. So, yeah.
So we normally do have a race every 2 weeks to every week, but because summer and it being so hot and rainy, we don't
Yeah.
really have any on the schedule.
Right. Yeah, that makes a difference there. See, in Michigan, we can't wait for the warm weather to come and the sunshine. And it's rained here. At the beginning of the season, it rained out quite often, but we've had some beautiful 75-degree and sunny weather. So hopefully it sticks around for a while because racetracks just can't make it if the weather doesn't cooperate.
Nope.
No. So Katlyn, what have we not talked about you or your racing that you want to share?
I'm not sure. I think we've gotten it all.
What are your goals? Do you race for points? Do you race in a series? Are you racing, more for fun and not worrying about points?
So we don't try to focus on points as much because it can very easily make the sport unfun.
Yeah.
Because you're just pushing and pushing, and if something goes wrong, then it's, oh shoot.
Yeah.
There goes our points.
Right.
For the 360, I race in the Top Gun Sprint Series in Florida and just the southern area.
Okay. Yeah. So takes a little pressure off if you're not worrying about the points.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Well, I've enjoyed talking to you today, Katlyn. Tell me anything else that you want to share before we hang up.
If you're looking to get into motorsports, just don't give up. Keep pushing.
Yeah. Good advice.
Finances. Budget the best you can with it.
Right. And get out and ask people, especially if you're a younger person. Businesses like to help kids do things and be successful. So, get out there and find some sponsors, and don't be afraid to go talk to them and tell them what you're doing. And that helps your racing.
It does.
Yeah.
The more people in the stands and in the pits, the better the racing goes.
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure. Well, Katlyn, thank you for being on with me today. And I hope you have a really successful season in all three of your cars. And keep in touch with me so I know how you're doing.
I will. Thank you.
All right. Your sponsors fuel your season. So show them some love with send-out cards. Snap a race day photo, write a quick thank you, and send a digital card straight from your phone, tablet, or laptop. It's personal, professional, and just $10 a month for unlimited sends. Gratitude goes a long way, especially in racing. So get started at sendoutcards.com/53240. That's sendoutcards.com/53240.
Start your engines. This is the Women's Motor Fun Network. From dirt track nights to the bright race lights, from the garage to victory lane. Women are rising, chasing the dream, with horsepower running through their veins. Women's Motorsports Network, hear those engines roar. Stories of courage, speed, and heart like you've never heard before. Fuel her future, fuel her dreams. Every lap we celebrate. Women's Motorsports Network.